assignment is to learn more details of the strategic management course. The assignment requires to choose a company in Malaysia and analyze financial reports of the company for preparing a strategy audit report. This assignment is discussing the strategy audit about Berjaya Corporation Berhad. There is a few strategy issues faced by Berjaya Corporation Berhad, which are because suffers biggest annual loss since 2006. Berjaya Corp posts second straight quarterly loss in second quarter final years 2018, and Berjaya Corp's end final year 2018 in the red as impairment in favorable forex. This report shows the company profile of Berjaya Corporation Berhad, such as vision, mission, logo, board of directors, and others. There are three issues faced by Berjaya Corporation Berhad. First, B Corp suffer biggest annual loss since 2006, and the second one is Berjaya Corp posts second straight quarterly loss in second quarter final years in 2018, and the last one is Berjaya Corp ends final year 2018 in the red as impairment unfavorable forex drag. Corporate strategy for Berjaya Corporations Berhad. The board view the commitment to promote sustainability strategies. They strive to achieve a sustainable long-term balance between meeting its business goals, preserving the environment to sustain the ecosystem, and improving the welfare of its employees and communities in which it operates. Business strategy. In general strategy, it describes how an industry or organization pursue competitive advantage in their target markets. It can be applied in all types of products and services in every size or every kind of industries or organizations. Functional strategy in Berjaya Corporation Berhad. The culture of the business also prides itself with its open door and hands-on approach, practiced by the executive directors, senior management, and executive of the group. This allows for any matters arising to be promptly and efficiently dealt with, drawing from the experience and knowledge of the employees throughout of the group.
Vision for the Berjaya Corporation Berhad. To generate consistently profitable return for our shareholder from investment in core business activity. Mission Berjaya Corporation. First, by providing direction, financial resources, and management support from each operating unit. Second, through establishing a major market presence for each activity, and the last mission is through dynamic and innovative management, teamwork, and a commitment to excellence. Independent Non-Executive Director Dato' Haji Muhammad Yusof, Dato' Robert Nong Kuan Loh, Dato' Muhammad Zain bin Ahmad, and the last Dr. Jayanti Naidu Anak Perempuan Ji Ganasami. Top Management Berjaya Corporation. First, Tan Chiam Chai, Chief Executive Officer of Berjaya Corporation Berhad and Executive Director of Berjaya Land Berhad. Second, Dato' P. Kang Seng, Chief Executive Officer Berjaya Land Berhad. Third, Seo Swee Pin, Executive Director of Berjaya Sport Toto Berhad, Chairman of Philippine Gaming Management Corporation, Director of Berjaya Philippine Inc. Fourth, Sidney Lauren Quays, Chief Executive Officer of Berjaya Food Berhad, Director of Berjaya Food Trending Sendian Berhad and Berjaya Roaster Malaysia Sendian Berhad. 5. Chok Eng Tah, Managing Director of KUB Berjaya Environment Sendian Berhad and Executive Director of Berjaya Project Management Sendian Berhad. 6. Henley Chew, Chief Executive Officer of Berjaya Hotel and Resort Division. 7. Kor Po Wah, President of Berjaya Vacation Berhad. And the last, Tan Sri Dato Sri Vincent Tan Chi Kuan, Managing Director or Chief Executive Officers for Toto Malaysia Sdn Berhad, Executive Chairman of Berjaya Times Square Sdn Berhad, and the last Chairman of U-Mobile Sdn Berhad. Financial Result Berjaya Corporation Berhad. The group registered a revenue of 9.18 billion ringgit and per-tax profit of 662.63 million ringgit Malaysia for the final year and 30 April 2017, as compared to a revenue of 9.02 billion ringgit and per-tax profit 293.74 million ringgit in 2016.
Analysis of Berjaya Corporation Berhad. Political stability is the most important part for a company to do business in our country. Politics in Malaysia is considered not critical because Malaysia practices parliament democracy. Economic. The economic condition is also an essential part for the business entirety. When economic turmoil happened, it affected the cost of living and the purchasing power of the consumer. Social factors are also important part for a company to continue to sustain the competitive market. Malaysia consists of people of different races that result from different culture and beliefs. A company needs to do demographic analysis and segmentation of the products to satisfy the different range of customer behavior. Technology plays important roles in this era. If related things can make a hard difference for a business company, technology can help the firm to save costs in the production as the production is more efficient with high technology. What are 5 purposes of Berjaya Corporation Berhad? First, new entrant. First challenge for a French company to enter the market with a new product. Berjaya Airlines may need to acquire a loan from the bank so that they have possibility to do the business. ASEAN help to create more peaceful and stable region and also help in economy and social growth. Second, degree of competition. The intensity of competitive rivalry is the main sustain of the competitiveness of the industry. The competition in the hotel industry in high. Third, trade of substitution. Competitive substitute can be used to replace the company product or services, make the face much competition. Fourth, bargaining power of buyer. Customer service comes with lower prices based on guest demand. Fifth, bargaining power of supplier. The bargaining power of supplier in hotel industry was tiny enough to red ocean industry. Berjaya Hotel and Resort have to compete with many competitors available.
SWOT analysis for Berjaya Corporation is first one is strength. Causeway variety of quality product ranking. Causeway has been offering a wide variety of quality product ranking from personal care, healthcare, home care to food and beverage among others. The second of strength is this Starbucks provide high quality whole bean coffee. This Starbucks is in the business of providing high quality whole bean coffee along with fresh brew coffee, Italian style espresso beverage, cool blended beverage and variety of pastry and convention and so on. Okay, the last point for strength is Berjaya Hotel Resort owns and operates 16 hotel and resort locally and internationally. The major Malaysian-based hotel and resort are Berjaya Langkawi Resort, Berjaya Times Square Hotel in Kyoto, and others. For the weakness, first one is lower sale and decrease in gross profit margin in Causeway Corporation Berhad. Causeway record an operating loss of 20 million in the financial year end 30 April 2017 as compared to an operating profit of RM56 million in the previous financial year, mainly due to lower sale and decrease in gross profit margin. The second point for weakness, Sport Toto has lower sales affected by weak consumer sentiment. The decrease in revenue was due to lower sales affected by weak consumer sentiment and intensive competition from rampant illegal gaming operator in the financial year under review. Okay, the last point for witness is the PI division registered a marginal decline in revenue. The Property Investment Division or PI Division registered a marginal decline in revenue to RM 37.9 million compared to RM 39.1 million in the previous financial year. Primarily attribute to a lower occupancy rate. Profit before tax declined 4.8% to RM 26.9 million from RM 28.3 million in the previous financial year, mainly due to lower fair value gain on investment properties. Okay, the next is opportunity. Causeway Corporation Berhad will continue to focus its efforts on revenue growth in profitable and potential market, particularly in Malaysian and PRC. In Malaysia, Causeway will focus its marketing strategy on its newly launched online virtual store in order to facilitate the current purchasing behavior of the younger consumer group. Okay, the second point of opportunity is MRS still revert to enhance brand loyalty and create more advertisement for customers. This Starbucks will also explore new opportunities such as e-commerce and e-gifting to strengthen Starbucks brand affiliation with the customers. Okay, the last point for opportunity is the net income of the KBE was the increase. The profit before tax of KBU Berjaya Enviro Sendia Berhad of KBE was increased from 19.8 million from RM 80.7 million in the previous financial year, mainly due to the increase the net income from carbon credit and dividend received from its wholly owned subsidiary KBU Berhad Energy Sendia Berhad. Okay, for the trade, Berjaya Sport Toto Berhad face regulation change. Berjaya Sport Toto Berhad or B Toto need to face regulation change in its goods and services tax adjustment. The lower profit before tax was mainly due to GST adjustment, higher price payout and higher operating expenses incurred in the financial year under review. Second point of trade, stiff competition from the growing number of complexes in the Klang Valley. The group complexes in Kuala Lumpur are expected to remain resilient despite stiff competition from the growing number of complexes in the Klang Valley was now facing an oversupply. The last point for trade is the slowdown of market condition will continue to cause further uncertainties and apprehension amounts of Berjaya Corporation. The slowdown of market condition will continue to cause further uncertainties and apprehension among businesses, resulting in further pressure on the performance of the properties, especially within the corporate segment.
For strength and opportunities of Berjaya Corporation Berhad, first, increase profit margin and enhancing the sales performance of the group. Causeway need also launch its high value and good quality imported, which include air purifiers and slimming device, with the aim of increase its profit margin and sales performance. Attract customer using digital media platforms and loyalty programs. The company should improve on their menu offerings and expand customer engagement through digital media platform and loyalty programs. Winners and opportunities of Berjaya Corporation Berhad. First, Causeway need focus on newly launched online virtual store in Malaysia. In order to cater to the purchasing behavior of the youngest customer groups, Causeway need focus its marketing strategies on its newly launched online virtual store in order to facilitate the current purchasing behavior. Second, KBE need focus more private waste customers. KBE is principally engaged in the treatment of solid waste, involving a more for strength and trade of Berjaya Corporation Berhad. First, do renovation concept store. B. Starbucks plans to open 25 new stores with an additional to reserve concept stores. In order to create affinity and strengthen its brand's presence, B. Starbucks will use unique and elevated store design with relevant local motif as its main focus for its new stores. Second, BHR reduce operating costs and increase revenue by exploring others' income streams. This will help to enrich the respective brands' marketing initiative and strengthen brands' affiliation among customers. For weakness and trade of Berjaya Corporation Berhad. First, Sport Toto needs to continue to maintain its market share in the NFO sector. Sport Toto continue to remain as the market leader among all the NFO in the country in the term of total revenue for the financial year under review. Second, choose strategic location with easy accessibility. With this strategic location within the city of Central Kuala Lumpur and easy accessibility, the group's complexes will continue to perform well. Strategic recommendation of Berjaya Corporation Berhad. There are 3 strategic recommendations were selected. First, increase profit margin and enhancing the sales performance of the group. Pursuing should do price discount to the customers and consider price discount and promotion to increase the customer base. Second, attract customer using digital media platform and loyalty programs. The popularity of social media has presented a huge opportunity for brands to connect and win over customers. Third, choose the strategic location with easy accessibility. Berjaya Corporation must not forget their employees too, as a good location is often a critical factor in recruiting the right people into their business, particularly if they offer several jobs and need to evaluate the pros and cons of each.
We would like to express our gratitude to Professor Madia Dr. Abdul Manaf as our strategic management lecturer. Other than that, to our friends who are willingly to cooperate and encourage constructive suggestions and full of support for the report completions until the end. In addition,